What's up, everybody? It's your boy Sat coming to you with today's stock pick, indicator help, and general investment tips. Remember, this channel is all about no face, just facts in 5. I do the research so you don't have to. Shout out to 11 Labs for making every video possible with their next gen voice cloning and text to speech tools. Link in the description and profile. Let's dive in. Ladies and gentlemen, it is finally happening. Openai, the company behind ChatGPT, has officially submitted a confidential S-1 filing with the SEC, taking the first step toward becoming a publicly traded company. If you've been waiting for one of the most anticipated IPOs in market history, this is the signal that the process is underway. Now, before everyone rushes to hit the buy button, let's talk about what actually happened. Openai announced today that it recently submitted a confidential draft registration statement to the Securities and Exchange Commission. According to the company, they expect the filing to leak anyway, so they decided to announce it themselves. However, there is a catch. Openai made it very clear that they have not decided on the timing of an IPO and that it could still be a while before shares actually become available. That said, this is not a rumor anymore. This is a real SEC filing, and historically, companies don't go through this process unless they are seriously evaluating a public listing. Reports indicate Openai has been working with investment banks, including Morgan Stanley and Goldman Sachs, and some analysts believe a public offering could happen as early as this year. What makes this announcement so important isn't just the IPO itself, it's the company behind it. Openai is one of the driving forces behind the artificial intelligence revolution. ChatGPT changed the way people interact with technology, businesses are integrating AI into everyday operations, and entire industries are being reshaped because of advances. The numbers are staggering. Earlier this year, Openai was valued at almost $852 billion following a massive funding by companies including Amazon, Nvidia, and SoftBank. Let that sink in. $852 billion. That would instantly place Openai among the most valuable companies in the world. What's even more interesting is that Openai released a detailed vision statement on the exact same day as the IPO announcement. In that document, Sam Altman and chief scientist Jakub Pachoki outlined what they call the third phase of evolution. The first phase was research. The second phase was becoming a product company. Now they say they're entering a new phase focused on making advanced AI abundant, affordable, safe, and useful for everyone. The company also revealed 3 long-term goals. First, they want to build an automated AI researcher capable of accelerating scientific discovery. In fact, Openai believes that by March of 2028, a significant portion of its own research could be performed by AI systems working alongside humans. Second, they want to accelerate economic growth through AI-driven productivity and innovation. Third, they want to give every person on Earth access to what they call personal AGI, or artificial general intelligence. Think about that for a second. This isn't just another software company talking about earnings. Openai is talking about building systems that could reshape how research, education, healthcare, business, and productivity work across the world. Now, from an investor perspective, the big question is obvious. How can you invest? The reality is that right now, you can't. However, investors have been looking for indirect exposure through companies like Microsoft, Nvidia, Amazon, and even newer investment vehicles. That's why we've recently seen so much attention around funds and products offering access to private AI investments. Another reason this filing matters is because it could ignite the broader IPO market. Openai isn't the only AI giant moving toward public markets. Anthropic recently announced its own confidential filing, and SpaceX continues to generate IPO buzz. Some analysts are already suggesting that 2026 could become one of the biggest years for technology IPOs. Of course, there are still risks. A confidential filing is not the same thing as a completed IPO. Market conditions can change, valuations can shift, regulatory reviews can take time, and OpenAI itself stated that it has not made a final decision regarding timing. Investors should avoid assuming that shares will suddenly start trading. But make no mistake about it, this is one of the most significant developments in the AI industry ever. For the first time, the possibility of owning a piece of OpenAI is moving from speculation toward reality. Whether the IPO happens in a few months or further down the road, this filing represents a major milestone in the company's journey and another sign that artificial intelligence is becoming one of the defining investment themes of our generation. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor, and this is not financial advice. Always do your own research before investing. If you found value in today's video, hit that like button, subscribe, and share it with someone who's just beginning their investing journey. This is Sat with Stocks by Sat 06. No face, just facts in 5. Keep learning, keep investing, keep building. Peace.